Ladies and gentlemen, let's look forward a little bit. Welcome to our college football week number 12, Big 12 reactions as well. We are almost through the college football season, ladies and gentlemen, where, of course, we are going to be predicting this week's Big 12 conference games. We're going to talk Utah, Colorado. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about Colorado right now. Houston, Arizona on Friday night as well. Baylor, West Virginia, Arizona State, Kansas State, and what could be a potentially Big 12 Conference Championship college football elimination game as well here in the Big 12. We're talking all of that. And, of course, BYU, Kansas, we'll get into a little bit as well. However, if you guys are new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that said, let's go ahead, hop right into these Big 12, week number 12, predictions here for this Big 12 conference. Alright, so kicking us off on Friday night here in the Big 12, we have Houston going into Arizona. I'm going to be straight up with you on this one. I think Houston's going to win this game. They are 4-5, 3-3 in Big 12 play. Arizona 3-6, 1-5 in Big 12 conference play. Arizona, yes, is in desperate need of a Big 12 win. I think Houston's got the better roster. I think they've got the better playmakers. They almost went toe-to-toe with Oklahoma there in the earlier weeks of the year. They've been in close games in the Big 12, which obviously does not indicate their record, but it shows that they could have won a couple of these different games, and which is why I've got to go with the Houston Cougars on the road in Arizona. Arizona, an offense that struggles as well, might I add. So with that said, Houston, I know Arizona's kind of got a little bit of a mobile quarterback. I know that Houston can make some plays offensively, which is why I got to go with the Houston Cougars on the road Friday night to kick us off on the weekend in college football, as Houston will get the win on the road at Arizona. All right, let's go to Boulder, Colorado, where Colorado, the 20th team in the country, they continue to win. They are taking on the Utah Utes in a 9 a.m. kickoff time locally in Boulder. This game is going to be so much fun. For number one, let's talk Utah a little bit. Utah coming off of an almost win against BYU, and what really should have won that game. I believe there was a missed holding call at the end of the game, which, of course, if it would have been called, Utah could have potentially won that game. However, with that said, they are coming off a heartbreaking loss. Their offense looked really solid, especially in the first half of that game. I think if the offense shows up the whole game, Utah has a chance to win this game. Now, on the flip side, Colorado, again, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, Horn, defensive side of the ball. The defensive line, they have studs all around them. I don't know who to pick in this game. I think this game is going to be a toss-up. Again, it's going to be A blowout game, or B, it's going to be a really, really close game that comes down to the wire. There's no going to be in between. One goes up, obviously. Going to be like a 22-10 type game as well. When it comes to picking this game, though, I'm taking Colorado here because, A, they have NFL studs all over the ball. I think that alone can help them get the win here against Utah, who has struggled in the past against really, really tough teams. And with that said, it's also at home for Colorado. So I'm going with the Boulders here and go with the Buffaloes, as they will get the job done against Utah to kick us off on Saturday. All right, let's go to Virginia and West Virginia going into Baylor and Morgantown, might I add. This game going to be one of the more underrated games of the weekend, if you are asking me. Baylor 5-4. West Virginia also 5-4. If West Virginia loses this game, they are most definitely out of Big 12 playoff contention. However, with that said, I think West Virginia wins this game at home. I believe Baylor's coming off of a bye week win. They're also coming off, I believe, a win, if I'm not mistaken, before the bye week, so don't quote me on that one. However, it's at home for West Virginia. West Virginia is kind of hitting their stride a little bit as the season is coming to a close. I got to go with the Mountaineers here. They're at home against Baylor, and I think that they should be able to get the job done against the Bears at home. Let's save Arizona State and Kansas State for last, as we are going to go to Iowa State here with Cincy going into Iowa State. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to go with Iowa State here. I think they're going to bounce back. I think these last couple of losses are what's going to kick them in rhythm these last few games down the stretch. I think they're going to win out. I think they're going to be just fine. I don't know if they'll make the college football playoff for a Big 12 championship game, but they're going to be 10-2 going into Conference Championship weekend with a chance to go to the Big 12 Championship game. And they will get the job done at home against Cincinnati in this matchup as well. Big 12 after dark here. BYU, the Mormons, hosting the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas is coming off of a huge upset win against Iowa State right now. BYU coming off of a great comeback thriller against the Utah Utes on late night Saturday Night Football last weekend as well. Now, BYU, 9-0, undefeated. Should be an easy lock for them. However, do not be so sure. Kansas starting to find a little bit of their groove right now, man. Offensively, they looked really solid throwing the football against this Iowa State team last weekend, who defensively has struggled. So, I would look for Kansas's offense to kind of compete with BYU's offense. Now, BYU, they had a really huge comeback there in the third and the fourth quarters in the second half of that game against Utah. I think the offense carries that momentum into this game. Also, with this game being at home for BYU helps them a ton, as BYU is going to get the job done at home against Kansas in this one. Don't be shocked if it's going to be a close one, though. All right, let's head to Kansas, where we, of course, have Kansas State, 7-2, hosting Arizona State, who is also 7-2. This is a Big 12 championship game, elimination game, if you are asking me. The loser of this game will, in fact, be eliminated from the Big 12 championship and, of course, the college football playoff the college football playoff as well. So, let's talk about this game. Number one, Avery Johnson, the quarterback for Kansas State, has looked really solid all season long. I expect that to continue right now. 7 interceptions on the year, 17 touchdowns on the year, with almost 2,000 yards. I think this is going to be a really, really big game for him. I think that he is going to kind of exceed expectations a little bit when it comes to this game. And just Arizona State, though, don't watch out for them so far right now. The running back for Arizona State right now has over 1,000 yards on the season and 11 touchdowns on the year as well. The wide receiver for Arizona State has almost 700 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns on the year as well. Going to be a lot of offense. This game's going to be a really, really fun one. 6 o'clock, ESPN. Should be a good one. I think Kansas State's going to win this game just because they have that dude in Avery Johnson at quarterback, and that he can make some plays going down the stretch. He's kind of like the Cam Ward of the Big 12, if you're asking me, other than, of course, Shedeur Sanders, guys like that. He's the Cam Ward of this Kansas State team, and I think Avery Johnson is going to seal the deal for Kansas State. I think that Kansas State still will, have a little bit of hope when it comes to the Big 12 championship game, but B, also win this game in a kind of tight playoff game for the Big 12 conference race. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one. Kansas State will get the job done at home against Arizona State in a Big 12 championship game elimination. Anyway, that is going to be all for today's second video of the day. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, I'm going to hop off and edit so you guys can watch it on time. Have a great rest of your day if I don't see you. And, of course, NFL reactions to the games. Obviously, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy some sports tonight. There's back action. Of course, NBA is back. And the NBA Cup is officially getting underway tonight as well. Started early this year, I know. But, hey, it is what it is. So, enjoy NBA. And, obviously, NCAA football, college basketball, all of that good stuff. The playoff rankings are tonight as well, so we'll react to those on Wednesday. Give our thoughts on the weekly rankings as we will start doing as well, along with reactions to ACC or whatever conference games that we get into, and of course NFL predictions as well. So with that said, I'm going to hop off this edited. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.